Well, hello, folks. It's 10 o'clock. I'm getting my motor running slowly. It was a rough night. Cheers. This heat spell is no joke. So, a quick recap of yesterday. I was supposed to start working with Hank Red yesterday. He called and wanted to reschedule. This is one of those things that happens very regularly when you're trying to schedule things working on music. But we got to talking more. It worked out because I was going to be under the gun if we had started yesterday, because I had RAF rehearsal start yesterday too at 4 in the afternoon. But Hank called and said that he was having some house repairs and decided rather than try to work around that, let's reschedule for tomorrow. But we got talking more about his situation, and he's going to come here instead. We're going to work here with my setup. And while we're working, and I'll also take a look at his equipment to see how I can help him set up his home recording situation. But it was so hot yesterday. I'm drinking more water. Honestly, have not always been a very big water drinker. And so, excuse me here, copy link address. Just getting ready to download a video to watch here, the new One O Tricks Point Never video trailer. It's a trailer for his new album again. I always check out new videos pretty much every day by different artists. Anyway, so even just getting to rehearsal yesterday was a bitch. I don't have air conditioning in my car, and the humidity was like 90% yesterday. I heard from someone down in Australia who says that the humidity is like that there all the time. I'd probably die, or I have to get used to it. It reminds me when I went down to New Orleans for the first time, traveling by car, and once we hit the bayou area, the humidity, I think I mentioned this, I wanted to just crawl out of my skin. It was unreal. So anyway, I felt like I was going to pass out and stuff, drinking water, and it's like it's oppressive. Today is about the same. We're supposed to have a heat index up to 113 today. And thankfully today, RAF rehearsal starts in the evening. Yesterday it was in the blazing hot afternoon. Just getting to practice was tough. So it was so hot I couldn't sleep in my house regular. This is the only room that has AC, so I put cushions on the floor here and tried to sleep on them last night. So I'm a little groggy. It was not the best night. Probably what I'll do tonight, too much information for you, is I have an air mattress that my nephew Kareem bought when he came to stay with me a few years ago when my brother Patrick passed away. At the rate the day is going today, I will inflate that thing and put it in here and sleep on that tonight, because the cushion from the couch, it didn't work. Excuse me. But we get through. Matt, I want to address you directly. Jeff's brother, right? I was in Sun Ambulance with your brother Jeff, right? You had mentioned your excitement about the AI rendition of Smile. For the time being, I am personally boycotting AI generated art and music for the most part, because I already see, unlike a lot of people, I already see where we're going to regret this. I see it. I see it already. And I also see how at first it's fascinating because it's new technology and it can be fascinating. But I see the downside already, which is I don't need a computer generating art when it's hard enough for me as a human to get someone to appreciate my art. So I am boycotting AI generated shit. I haven't heard the new Beatles generated song. I haven't heard. I have purposely avoided these songs where I said, well, what if so? What if it sounded like? What would it sound like if so and so did so and so, and then they do it with AI? Mm-mm. There's enough AI. I'm using AI enough already, inadvertently as well as consciously in my life. I already see, and I would like to be wrong, but unfortunately, my track record is too good at seeing what's obvious, stating it, and then watching it unfold. AI, we are going to regret AI, and it isn't that far in the future. I hope I'm wrong. I don't like being right about this stuff. It's just reporting. So, mostly what I have to share is on a personal music level. I can show a couple records, but I want to get this going here. So, folks, on my Bandcamp site, one of the more recent digital releases that I put out is a thing called Interlude. Has kind of a greenish cover, slightly blurry close up of my face. As I said, I was thinking about, and I went ahead and did it yesterday. It just hit me, and I got busy and finished it. I went ahead and compiled a new version of Interlude and mastered it yesterday and put together the artwork for it. I'm just going to do a single CD, not a fold over, just a regular, like a LP cover. Okay, just a simple, not a fold out. So I went ahead and completed that, sent the order in. So that's due in mid-September, a new CD by yours truly. This will be, in fact, the follow-up to Future Still. For a while, I was going to try and hold out and have FPE Records do another vinyl album with me. But in talking to them, their schedule is I wouldn't be able to get the vinyl out until probably late next year. I don't want to wait. So this is actually the follow-up to Future Still. It's a little more varied. It's not all straight beat oriented so you can dance. This is mixed up more. I'm really happy with it, and it's a superior lineup of a material than what is on the current Interlude on Bandcamp. So I'm bringing it up because later today I'm going to delete that version. You know, if you're interested in that material, you can download it today because I'm going to delete it, okay? And then put up the new version. And I'm going to wait to put up the new version closer to Bandcamp Friday, okay? Excuse me. I'm excited about it. It's and that's kind of how I operate. You know, I get ahead of steam and then I just do it, you know. So, RAF, this is about to happen, okay? So the RAF album release show is Saturday. Sunday, this will go on the market. And primarily through my Bandcamp page, and then I'll get it in the stores locally. I'm not going to pursue a distributor for this album because it's really hard to get paid properly when you distribute stuff. Martin Archer was such a gentleman with the Muse, getting it some copies over in Europe. This vinyl-wise is just going to be available through my Bandcamp site. Tim, the drummer, drove back to Omaha so he could bring his drums so we can do this proper. So we had our first reunion rehearsal last night. It's like riding a bike. There was some things that were rusty, but it's going to be fine. So just right quick, there's a limited edition of 120 copies of this on this maroon marble vinyl, and then the main edition of 400 is on black. I will have these. I will activate a link so you can buy this, either the maroon or the black vinyl version, Sunday. That's the plan, is to activate it on Sunday. That's what the band wants me to do. But I got a pleasant surprise from Tim, the drummer, who drove in. The guys had been talking about wanting to do something special with regarding the album, some kind of special edition. Well, at first, I just thought what we would do is we would make some copies of the test pressings available for collectors, people who really want them. So we're doing that. But it turns out that Waxy Poodle, the new pressing plant that pressed our record, are so proud of their work that they pressed a further edition to test something out, and then sent a batch of them to Tim, who's in Arizona. He's been our go-to for the company. Well, just a second. So this is a test pressing. This is a test pressing for the RAF, and that's the Waxy Poodle test pressing label. So they gave us a good amount of those, but when I showed up for rehearsal yesterday, Tim said, "No, look at this. Test pressings of RAF on green marble vinyl, completely unexpected. Wow." So I'm letting the other band members work out how they want to. Well, and here's the other thing. Tim dug it so much that what he did was he went ahead and had these covers made. I think there's going to be 15 copies of these, so I don't know if I'll be able to make these available online. Chances are these will sell out at the show, but there's like 15 copies of this green vinyl test pressing, and Tim had this made up with the sticker. No Salvation, limited edition green translucent test press. And this black, I'm glad that Tim went ahead and did that, He just decided he was going to do it, It was something that I like it. If any of these are available for sale after the show, I'll let you know. That was a real nice surprise. It was real good to see the guys. It's emotional. It is. It's emotional. So yesterday, I did listen to a little bit of music besides work, and I played most of this Beggars opera, Pathfinder. It's interesting that the guy that sings in the band he sings in almost like they do MacArthur Park. That was a hit by Richard Harris. You old timers like me remember that. This has the huge poster in it. So his voice is almost like a lounge act. His vibrato makes me think of like he's supposed to be singing in Las Vegas. Vertigo swirl, baby. But what's interesting is that it works. Burn the Witch. The Witch. It works. It's dramatic, and it's like, whoa, this is weird, but cool. So this was a play that I really enjoyed yesterday. I love that artwork too. Beggars Opera. I played a bit of this because the last time I bought this when I first became aware of Souffle Continu Records doing these rare French underground record reissues. There were some titles that I knew about. Futura is the label in particular that they have been reissuing. So when this came out years ago, I knew about Red Noise's history. A unique blend of free jazz and rock with highly political and satirical lyrics is how it says it on the Obi. That's exactly what you get. And let me make sure, is this the band that Patrick Vian was in? It's either this one or Mahogany Brain. Yeah, no, led by guitarist Patrick Vian, who passed away not too long ago, and I have a very cool solo album of his. I enjoyed this. It's strange. It's just like the cover. That is an odd image. And yeah, there's a booty for you. Get your booty for the day, y'all. There it is. So this was like, whoa, this is wild. I like this. It's like when I bought it, I was listening for something rather than listening to it. So I got off on it yesterday. Enjoyed it very much. That's only new things to show you. Got my Audra t-shirt on. Dear friends, dear tired friends. Brett, if you happen to see this, hello. Okay. So, I've only been on here for 17 minutes, and already the temperature, because I have the room air conditioner off, it's already starting to feel stultifying in here. I think that's the correct word. This weather ain't no joke, and I wouldn't be surprised to hear about folks locally in Omaha passing away because of the heat. This is something else. That's what I have for you today, folks. Stay safe, okay? I'm looking forward to the show Saturday, and I'm also looking forward to making the album available to you on Sunday.